Indonesian beef stew. Hi and welcome to Cheeky Richo's Indonesian beef stew made in the pressure cooker. You are not going to believe how easy and quick this stew is. I'm actually using a premium cut of beef, but you could of course use a cheaper cut that requires longer cooking because the pressure cooker is going to render it absolutely delicious and moist and tender. I've prepared all of the ingredients here and they will be listed in the recipe box below the video. You put everything in at once. Cut all of the fat off the meat, prep all your vegetables, and then you pop it all into the pressure cooker at once. It cooks for 30 minutes in the pressure cooker. Take the lid off and I'll show you as we go along. The ingredients are in the recipe box below, so let's get started. Okay, to the pressure cooker we are going to add our water and our stock cubes. Our beef that has just been cut into about 1-inch dice. There's no fat on it. You don't want any fat on this at all. Our soy sauce, our onion, no particular order, it's all going in at once, then we're just going to stir it before we put the lid on it. Our tomato, our chilli. Now I've removed the seeds from these chilies and I grew them and I know that they're pretty hot, so put as much or as little chili as you like in it. If you're feeding it to children and they're not too keen, cut back on the chili. You can always add chili later. Grated carrot. Roughly chopped garlic, sesame oil, and a product called kecap, which is an Indonesian sweet soy sauce. It's really quite thick. Can you see how sort of viscous that is? It's almost like a syrup. Anyway, it's quite sweet and it's typically used in most Indonesian dishes. So we just give this a stir around to make sure everything's in contact with everything else. Then we put it on the stove and we bring it to the boil with the lid on. Once it's reached its temperature, we will cut the heat back and cook it for a further 30 minutes. So that's what you should have. How easy is that? No browning of the meat. It'll be moist, tender, fragrant and delicious. Okay, now it's just come to a gentle boil. Just give it a stir to make sure everything's covered and well distributed. Those stock cubes would have well and truly dissolved by now. If you have your own homemade beef stock, which I unfortunately don't at the moment, feel free to use that in lieu of the stock cubes and water. On with the lid. And 30 minutes later, we turn it off. Okay, after 30 minutes, we just force the steam out. Little red buttons pop down. Take the lid off. And that's what you should have. So now all we do is, if you don't want it to have that much moisture in there, we're just going to cook it without the lid on for about 5 to 10 minutes till it reduces. So back on a high heat for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then we're going to serve it with some basmati rice and some fried shallots. Okay, after 10 minutes, much of our excess liquid has evaporated away. The carrots have broken down and thickened the sauce, and we're just going to serve it now. Indonesian beef stew. Let's have a little taste, shall we? If you'd like to see more interesting recipes and ideas, just check out my Cheeky Richo channel. And don't forget to please subscribe. It's gorgeous. Do come back and visit us again soon. We have so much more to show you. Thanks for watching.